TIFU by smelling like Mary Jane at work. I work at a daycare. I just started a few weeks ago at the beginning of January. I do not smoke before work, only after I get off. I always make sure to wash my clothes if I've smoked in them before I wear them to work as well. The clothes I wore today were freshly washed. I did not smoke at all today. However, though I was scheduled 9 p.m. and I was sent home a little after 3 p.m. for the smell. I had been there all day and no one had said anything to me until then. I have no idea why. It's never been a problem before in the few weeks I've been working there. Nothing has changed. I was told there were multiple complaints about me and that the smell was coming off me. I'm so confused and I have no idea how I'm supposed to show my face there again. I'm incredibly ashamed and embarrassed. How do I handle this? I feel like everyone hates me now and is judging me. I've been a mess all day since. One of those moments where I want to curl up in a ball and just disappear. I'm not sure what I could have done differently. I took all the precautions. I have to go back in 2 days on Friday. How do I make sure to prevent this? I struggle with extreme anxiety and I have no idea how I can recover from this mentally and from a work perspective. I'm terrified everyone I work with will dislike me for this as long as I work there, however much longer that may be if they don't end up firing me. TLDR. Got sent home for smelling like Mary Jane at work and I'm incredibly embarrassed. Maybe you've become noseblind and you actually smell of weed more than you think. Do I smell like weed? Quote, no dude. How about me? Quote, nah, brother. You're good. 2 guys who smell like weed. Get smoke deodorizers. Never smoke in the same room as your clothes. Your sweat can smell like marijuana. I don't know if anybody has mentioned this, but I've known some heavy smokers whose sweat smelled like it. Is there any chance this could be the case? Especially as you said you showered last night but not today. If you smoke in your home, there's a good chance everything reeks of pot. I struggle with extreme anxiety and I have no idea how I can recover from this mentally and from a work perspective. Daily pot use could, likely, be making your anxiety worse. Switch to edibles. I smell like weed pretty much all the time. But then again, I work in a dispensary and can be quite noseblind to it. Almost no one can smoke weed or tobacco without non-smokers smelling it. I'm happy I drink THC seltzers instead of smoking. You've likely become noseblind to it. Life lesson regarding drug use. If it's causing you issues with relationships or work, you have a serious problem. I work at a kids' gym and smoke here and there off work hours. It sucks, but it only takes one anal parent to destroy everything. I've even had to fire someone when several parents complained of a smell coming off an employee. Kids' areas should be drug-free zones, so do what ya gotta do to make it seem that way for all parties. Your manager sounds chill for respecting your free time, but odds are you won't get a second chance. IDK the solution. But be vigilant and mindful. It's wild how every smoker, tobacco or weed, thinks that the smell is just on clothes or hands. It's on skin and hair and on everything you own, and if you smoke frequently it comes out your skin. If you are using to help with anxiety, maybe try switching to edibles. Do you smoke outside? In your car? Trapping the smell in a small area can lock it into your hair. I'd look into vaping or edibles. They are more discreet. I also work at a daycare and only vape after work. If you have extreme anxiety, the weed may not be helping. Blame your BF for smoking around you and tell him it won't happen again. Don't go making a big deal out of it, and they won't either. It's weed and they probably all smoke too. Maybe you just had BO that smelled like weed. Maybe extra BO related to weather change allergies or a minor infection. Maybe you forgot deodorant that day and they mistook BO for skunk. Use Febreze in the house on all your furniture and clothes as well. Look for enzyme-killing detergent, which is usually sold in sporting goods stores and marketed towards hunters. It is supposed to eliminate all odors, making your scent invisible to the prey. I'm sure it would work for your purpose as well. Something like this: https www.amazon.com/dirtylabs concentrate deficiency-dp/dp/b09msp7m5y/ it's $20 for 1 pound container. And you use a scoop in the laundry. One other thing I suggest, as others stated, smoke outdoors. But also keep a specific set of clothes just for smoking in. That way you do not contaminate the rest of your clothes. If you continue to smoke, even outside, you're going to have to be sure to wash your hair every day. Since you've been smoking inside, it's possible your bedding and your sofa are saturated with the smell. And it's going to get on you just from sitting on your furniture. Consider getting a cover for your sofa, and do a big wash of all your bedding, using baking soda in the wash cycle and maybe some white vinegar in the rinse. Use an oil-based cleaner like Murphy's oil soap on any wood chairs or benches you sit on in your home. Don't go crazy with strong perfumes or Febreze. It doesn't cover the MJ smell. It just mixes with it and makes you smell even more noticeable. Don't worry about people judging you. Half of them either smoke themselves, or figure you might live with someone who smokes indoors. Not necessarily you. Fuck the haters. I used edibles for a stint for this exact reason. I can't really stand to smoke either. While my husband is the most sensitive and reactive to MJ, my kids and I are all anaphylactic to it. We figured out his allergies while he was working law enforcement, and a large amount was kept on the other side of the building. He had to be sent home until it was destroyed as his throat was closing. Hives. I am the least sensitive but also have super sensitive nose. Kids don't know why they are breaking out in hives, but my nose knows, rolling on the floor laughing. As laws are opening up on use, we have run across lots of others with major allergic reactions to it. Most of them are also super sensitive to the smell, so while others might not notice, they definitely will.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.